Hi, welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all New Jersey students, sponsored by the New Jersey Association of College Admissions Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. I know it's late on a Friday night. Just a few quick housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen at any time to type questions to our presenters. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And the presentation is being recorded, so you will be able to see it online at the same website where you registered, NJACAC.org, and it should be available in about a week. So with that, I'll turn it over to our presenters.
All right, we'll go ahead. Let me share my screen here. First of all, before we get started, I'm Alan Smith. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Concord University, also a Concord University graduate. Glad you all could join us today. Hopefully we'll bestow some information that you will find beneficial, and I'll let Marcus introduce himself.
Yes, my name is Marcus Merle. I'm an admission counselor at Concord. I actually am the admission counselor for the great state of New Jersey. So if you send us your application, I'll be following up with you.
Great, wonderful. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. So Concord is a public liberal arts university. Basically what that means is you get a very well-rounded education. Founded in 1872 as a teacher's college. That's our most popular program of study. Over 60 majors, minors, and programs of study have been added since 1872. And even though education is our reputation, we do several things well, which we'll talk about in just a couple minutes. We do have 4 graduate programs, and we're also in the process of adding a couple, like in athletic training, an MBA, which is a Master's of Business Administration. The ones that we have now are teacher education with content specializations, health promotion, social work, and a Master of Arts in Teaching. All 4 of those programs are totally online in terms of our graduate programs. And we do have a couple of online undergraduate programs. Social work is one of those. And Marcus can, if there are any more that I missed, definitely let me know. But we do have a couple of offerings on the undergraduate level that are totally online. And we are located in the town of Athens, which is where you see the paw there, very close to I-77. We're right off of Interstate 77, about 30 minutes below Beckley, West Virginia, or a good way to look at it is an hour west of Blacksburg, Virginia. Over $21 million is awarded each year to students in financial aid. About 98% of our students do receive some sort of aid. So that's just a little bit of brief overview of the campus there.
All right, so our admission requirements. Concord University does have a free application for undergraduate admission. All you have to do, it's very easy and simple, apply.concord.edu/apply. Our requirements for admission is a minimum 2.0 GPA, so long as you have a 950 on your SAT or an 18 on your ACT. However, we do understand in uncertain times it's been difficult to take a test. So our current admission requirements, we also have waived the exams for some students. If you have above a 3.0 GPA in high school, you are fully admissible to Concord University, and you're also eligible for a little bit of merit scholarship. However, if you are under 3.0, as long as you have a 2.5 in your core curriculum classes, then you actually will be eligible for admission at Concord as well. So we do encourage you to send us your application. It is 100% free, and you can do that online. Also, if you happen to be a transfer student, our transfer requirements, if you have less than 24 credit hours, what we require is your college transcript and your high school transcript. And like we said, if you took that ACT or SAT, we would like to see it as well. However, if you have more than 24 credit hours, all we will need is your official college transcript.
One of the hallmarks of our university, definitely our faculty. and over 110 full-time faculty, over 73% hold the highest degree in their field. What's a little unique about them at Concord, of course, is that we are a small school, so you're going to build relationships with them from your freshman to senior year. The average class size is roughly about 13. Student to faculty ratio is 14-1. All of our classes are taught by professors, so we don't use graduate assistants to teach courses. The professors with the terminal degrees in their field are the ones that you're building relationships with. Many of them are going to many of them are going to include their home number if they still have a landline, and or their cell number on their syllabus. So that way, they're very easy to contact, very tangible. Marcus and I are both graduates, once again, of Concord, and both of us would tell you that we definitely benefited from being able to go to a professor and say, hey, I don't understand this assignment, or what should I study or focus on for a midterm or a final? And those types of things definitely pulled us through and helped us out a whole lot. All the two primary responsibilities of all of our faculty members are to teach and advise. So every student has a faculty member within their program of study that is assigned to them from their freshman to senior year. They'll make sure that you're taking all their correct classes in the correct sequential order so that you graduate on time and get the job or go to grad school that you need. And if you change majors, of course, then you would change academic advisors. If there's faculty are doing research, it's because they want to do research and not because necessarily they're mandated to do so. And then they're not just involved with academics, they're also involved with these social aspects of Concord. So you might find yourself playing on an intramural basketball team. Marcus and I both came out of retirement this past spring and we're on an intramural team together. We were 4-1, by the way. But the team was composed of other students and faculty members. So we're all mixed together. It's a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie and way to build relationships and have fun. So those are that's the culture of the University of Concord.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. You also can have a lot of fun inside of your classes. As you can see here, if you are interested inside of the performing arts, we actually offer some courses to where you can use some of our on-campus resources. So we have our communication arts major, which we actually have a radio station on campus, as well as also a TV station on campus. So at our radio station, as you can see here, that's actually one of our students who is actually partaking in one of his classes. So you can actually have classes where you can create and air your own content on our radio station. Also, with our TV station, it's pretty much the same. We've had students who've had everything from talk shows, created short films, and some of those shows can be aired locally on our campus, but also there are some opportunities to be aired around the state of West Virginia with some different partnerships that we've had with a few channels. Outside of communication arts, if you're interested, we do have musical theater. We also have a marching band. We have a jazz ensemble, a symphony band, a dance team, and some vocal ensembles. Our main vocal ensemble, get this, the Concords. I know you're laughing. I just can't hear you at this moment. So the cool thing about Concord is if you are interested in the performing arts or the arts, you do not necessarily have to be studying in that major to participate in these groups. So even if you're not a communications arts major, you could take a radio class and be able to have your own time inside of our radio station. Or if you're interested in theater but don't necessarily want to major in theater, you actually can still participate in a part of the programs. With some of our programs, such as our music programs, we actually offer performing arts scholarship as well. So there are opportunities for the performing arts. For scholarship, I cannot sing. So I was banned from our fine arts building after I tried auditioning. However, if you are somebody who can sing, you could definitely get that scholarship that I wasn't able to earn. And Alan, if you want to go ahead to the next slide.
Great, or funny. So one of the most important part of your college experience is definitely getting involved. Class and academics is certainly number one priority, but you need also to be very well balanced. So we have a plethora of student-led clubs and organizations. The total number, I think right now, is over 70. If we don't have a club or an organization that you're interested in, that's okay. You can actually initiate your own club or organization. It's very easy to do so. But whether you're into politics, if you're in the faith-based organizations, outdoor recreation, Greek life, you name it. I mean, we probably have a club for you. So, and once again, it's a great way to network with other students and other faculty and employees who you may not necessarily run into through classes and everyday social activities. It just broadens your connections and your horizons and builds your social skills.
Okay, and also, great thing about going to Concord is you are in the best Virginia. Remember that it's West is best, so it's the best Virginia. And where we are located in the best Virginia is Southern West Virginia. So we are right in the peak of the Appalachian Mountains. There are tons of different outdoor recreation opportunities right around us. We are about 4 miles from Pipestone State Park, which is one of the top ranked state parks inside the state of West Virginia. We are about 25 minutes from Winter Place Ski Resort, which is a skiing, if you like to go skiing, snowboarding, it's in a short drive from campus. Also, we are pretty close to the Greenbrier Resort. The Greenbrier was a former PGA course. So, if you're a golfer, you might have heard the Greenbrier. It's a pretty big landmark in the state of West Virginia, but we're also close to a lot of hiking trails, mountain biking. We're less than an hour from opportunities to go white water rafting. So if you really do love the outdoors, at Concord is a place where not only with the gorgeous scenery, where you feel like you're in your place or you're at home, you also have a lot of great opportunities which are affordable. You can get student discounts to go and actually participate in some of these outdoor recreation activities.
So we're NCAA Division II with our athletics. We're in the Mountain East Conference. We have 16 varsity sports, including indoor and outdoor track. Athletics do a wonderful job of promoting academics first and athletics second. They're very successful. And our women's soccer team last year won the conference. The softball team also was conference runner-up. And our cross-country teams in the past, I'd say 5 or 6 years, have won the conference. I know the men have won it at least 3, and the women have won it 1. So so a whole lot of great things have come from our athletic programs all over the years. If you're interested, definitely check out our athletic website, cumountainlions.com. Get in touch with your respective coach. We can scholarship you. Since we're Division II, we can offer you scholarships, but of course you do need to talk about that to your respective coach. Now, also, something that's kind of up and coming, we do offer an esports program, and we offer competitive scholarships for that as well. Our coach is Austin Clay. We're going into our second year of the program. Our Call of Duty team was second in the nation. So Call of Duty, League of Legends, and Overwatch are the 3 competitive games that we offer with esports. So whether you're a gamer or whether you like to get out on the field or out on the court, whatever your calling may be, definitely get in touch with the coach, because this would be a great avenue for you to get involved when you come to college.
So community service at Concord, we have a motto. It's come to learn, go to serve. So one thing that we also like to institute to our students while they are studying at Concord is we encourage you to get involved in the community, whether it's a part of your own organizations or you doing so independently. So it is our institutional mission. We also are the only public school in the entire country which has a Bonner Scholars Program. Bonner Scholars Program was actually it actually exists on our campus. In order for students to do some community service in our community, you can actually have a more affordable opportunity to get an education. That can be anything from reduction in the cost of tuition. That could also be from stipends. That could also be potential applications for some student loan repayments, or application waivers if you plan to apply for graduate school. So it is a great program to have on our campus. Of course, if you are an athlete and you're wondering, do I have the time to participate in the Bonner Scholars Program? We actually have a Bonner Scholars Program specifically geared towards athletes as well, to kind of help out with that time management, because of course, as a student athlete, you would be very busy with academics and sports, but also Bonner wants to make sure you can still have an opportunity to partake in their wonderful program. Also, there's community service opportunities in some faith-based groups. We do have an Alpha Phi Omega, which is a community service national fraternity on our campus, and Gamma Beta Phi, which is the honor and service fraternity.
So, of course, another important part of the college experience is living on campus. Marcus and I both lived on campus. My brother is a graduate of Concord too. He lived on campus all 4 years. Man, that's where the memories come from. All of my memories, like I said, and sentimental moments came, I believe, mostly because I was staying on campus, and I have stories to tell from the residence halls. But anyway, we have a little over 700 students. Once again, we do feel like a private school, although we're public, and it's a very small, close-knit community of students, and that's on-campus students. We have about actually very close to 1,900 students overall, including our graduate programs. We do have 6 residence hall buildings overall, and the bottom picture there is a picture of North and South Towers. We just renovated those about 2 or 3 years ago. I completely knew everything: showers, sinks, toilets, carpet, AC. We added that as well. If you ever come for a visit, we have a room just for our office, just for visitors. We can show you exactly what the towers look like, as well as Wilson Hall, which you see on the top. That's our traditional style residence hall. We do have parking for all students, only $25 a semester to park your car. And so faculty, staff, students, that's all we pay. You can bring a car as a freshman. It's a very common question we get. Absolutely, we encourage you. Parking is not a problem for you as a residential student. Commuters could be a little bit different story, but all of you more than likely would be staying on campus. There are recreational and study hall lounges in your residence halls as well, and academic, and athletic and organizational wings as well.
And my favorite slide, dining. I do love food. You can only see me from the neck up, or you would be able to see that I do love food. So on our campus, we actually have all of our cafeteria and our catering is taken care of by a company called Airmark. And our cafeteria is great. Alan and I still eat in there almost every day. So, the food is definitely a huge part of your college experience. And it was one of the biggest factors in determining my decision to go to Concord. Not only in our cafeteria do you get your different range of meals each and every day. We also offer some things regularly. So if you are a picky eater, you can always get pizza. We have a pizza bar, tons of specialty pizzas each and every day, burgers, fries, sandwiches. We also each and every day have a stir fry bar, we have a dessert bar, we have a salad bar, and we have ice cream. So our ice cream machine is more reliable than McDonald's. And also you can, if you ever are having a rough day or have a tough exam, then of course you can go in and you can get you an ice cream cone. I haven't even got to the best part yet. Our cafeteria is all you can eat. So nobody's going to stop you from going back to get that second ice cream cone if your day is really bad. Also, outside of our cafeteria, we have some other dining options right on our campus. We have Subway, you can always eat fresh, and we have Wingspan. It's a place where you can get wings, burgers, chicken wraps, salads, so different things that we offer at Wingspan. And we do have specials throughout the year. Some of our specials, we had sushi bars on campus in our cafeteria. We've had make your own raviolis, and also Wingspan and Subway are bringing their own specials as well. Our meal plan options, which you can see at the bottom of the screen, we offer what is called flex dollars along with meal swipes in the cafeteria. Meal swipes in the cafeteria renew each and every week. However, flex dollars do not. They are for the full semester. So if you're a coffee drinker, you might want to keep that in mind. We do have a Starbucks on campus as well. Right now it's pumpkin spice season. So if you gotta have your pumpkin spice lattes, then you know that those flex dollars might go rather quickly. But it is good to know that you can eat well, and you can also get coffee right here on campus. We take care of all the essentials.
Marcus and I both like to take advantage of happy hour at Starbucks, which is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you order a tall drink, you automatically get upgraded to venti for the tall price. So keep that in mind if you need that extra shot of caffeine for that late class. Public safety on the minds, I think, of everyone these days. You know, how safe is your campus? Regardless of the university, the town that we're located in is a very safe town. And not to mention the actual campus is a very safe campus. We don't have a lot of transient traffic that comes in and out of the town of Athens. And so that helps us, and we don't face a lot of issues and safety threats that a lot of other campuses face. Now, anything can happen anywhere at any time, and we're prepared for those situations. We actually have a state police trained force on campus. They're on duty full time, even on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day, 24/7, 365 days a year. That's our chief of police there, Mark Stella, and they do have arresting powers. So contrary to what people may tell you, or people actually know or don't know, they can arrest you and take you to jail. I've never field tested their arresting powers, nor did Marcus, but I have field tested their parking ticket writing skills. So be sure you park where you're supposed to park. That's what you're going to see them doing the most of. You'll see them in the cafeteria eating lunch with you, in the gym shooting hoops with you. They immerse themselves in the community so that they are more your resource than your big brother always looking over your shoulder. And that actually helps to keep down on crime. And of course, we have video surveillance of our public areas, tamper-proof locks in your residence halls. And they're just a great group of guys keeping a safe place even safer.
All right, financial aid. It's all about the money. So, of course, it is October, so now it's the time for you to go and file your FAFSA. All you need for the FAFSA, your parents, legal parents, guardians, whoever you are a dependent of will need their tax returns. It's 2020, so they'll need their tax returns for 2019. And you can see what you will qualify for in free federal student aid. So, of course, there is the possibility that you can apply, that you can qualify for grants. Even if you don't think necessarily that you will qualify for grants, it's still very important to file the FAFSA. That way, if you want to qualify for any type of federal loan or federal work study, you know, we have jobs on campus which offer paid through WV Connect, which is the funds used by the state government. However, some of our jobs only have access to work study funds. So you want to make sure that you do still file the FAFSA. That way you can qualify also for work study. Since we have a free application at Concord, if you send us your FAFSA after you are accepted, we actually will send you a financial aid award letter, which will compile your scholarships, as well as also any type of free federal aid or that you may qualify for, and send it to you in a letter to let you see how much the cost of attendance would be after scholarship and aid. It is very important for me to note that in 2018, studentloans.com did a study. They found Concord University was #1 in the state of West Virginia when it comes to the amount of scholarships we give our undergraduate students, and number 49th in the country amongst all public schools. So we are pretty generous when it comes to scholarships. So like I said, applying for free and sending us your FAFSA, you have nothing to lose, but you could potentially have thousands of dollars to gain. So I do encourage you to do that. Our school code is 003810. So when you file your FAFSA, it is free to add a school. Just go ahead and add Concord.
Speaking of scholarships and financial aid, since Marcus is talking about that, I think I'll continue along that tangent. We do offer academic merit-based scholarships. So we award them based off of your admissions application. So be sure to turn that application in. Once again, it's free to apply. 3.0 GPA, cumulative GPA. If you have at least that, we're going to award you the base level scholarship. Okay, because we understand, once again, that you may not have had the opportunity to take the test. However, we're still going to encourage you to take the test, because just at an 18 on the ACT or a 960 on the SAT, once again, we don't prefer one score or the other. We'll take either one. Just at those scores, put you in the next tier of scholarships along with a 3.0 GPA. And then the higher your score in GPA from there, the more money that you're going to qualify for. So taking the test is definitely, and getting a good score is going to help you in terms of more scholarship money. They are renewable for 4 years as long as you maintain a 2.5 GPA and maintain 24 credit hours. Now, some other scholarships we offer, of course, Marcus talked about Bonner a little bit earlier. We do have a tuition reduction program for out-of-state students, and I apologize if that's cut off there, but basically what that is there's 3 different ways that a student can qualify for the tuition reduction. One is if the student's mother or father is an educator, and that covers from elementary school to the collegiate level, or even if they're a principal. If you're a child of an educator, that's one way to qualify. Another way is if you live in a border county to West Virginia, which probably would be none of you. But the third way to qualify would be if you plan to major in a certain program of study. And there are several on that list, and a couple just that come to mind would be pre-professional biology, social work, advertising and graphic design, computer science. So those are just a few that do come to mind. So anyway, if you meet any 3 of those criteria, that's a $4,000 reduction on your tuition before any scholarships, loans, grants, financial aid is applied to your account. And so Concord for an out-of-state student is right at about $27,000 tuition, room, and board. That's all 3 together for the full year. That's before any tuition reduction or scholarship. So with the tuition reduction, that would bring it down to about $23,000 for the year. We also, our Alumni Association and our Concord also has a foundation that offers scholarships as well. So go after as much as you can in your community. Every little bit's going to help. And we do have some more information if you follow that website on the scholarships that we do offer.
Yes, and also please be sure to get social with Concord. We do have social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Pinterest, and we even now have TikTok. We're gonna have to add TikTok to the list. So we are very active on social media. We do giveaways on social media. You can also see some special events that are going on campus, special events that have occurred. That way you can see the way that our students get involved and some of the things that we have on campus. And at the bottom, you will also find our email. The email is admissions@concord.edu. There you can also find all of our, mine and Alan's contact information if you have any other questions for us. But it is very important to get social. That way you can stay in touch with all of our new updates that comes from academics, athletics, and our mascot Roar, because he's always up to some shenanigans.
Speaking of our contact information and Roar, that's the admissions office there for you. Of course, you're meeting myself and Marcus today. Any of us will be more than happy to help you. Once again, Marcus is our New Jersey point of contact, but feel free to contact any of us. And Roar, mountain lions do kind of hide. They're a little stealth-like, but Roar does make an appearance. So he can be a little tougher to get a hold of, but if you reach out to one of us, we'll get a hold of him, and we'll make sure that he gets in contact with you. But in all seriousness, no such thing as a stupid question. Feel free to let us know whatever you may need. And that pretty much concludes the presentation. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen share there and open it back up and see if we have any questions, which I don't see any right now. But definitely, Marcus and myself, I don't know if Marcus has anything else he wanted to add, if there's anything I left out, or definitely feel free.
I think that you did a good job.
Hey, the feelings mutual.
My final remarks is just to remember to apply. It is 100% free. So if you go online and you submit that application, you have nothing to lose, but potentially thousands to gain.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for that informative presentation. I really enjoyed getting to know all about Concord.
Thank you.
Two closing announcements. I want to thank the students for joining us, and just want to let you know that when you close this window, there's going to be a link to a quick 4-question survey. and we really appreciate any feedback you can provide. In about a week, you'll be able to find this recording on our website, njaacac.org/virtual fair. And with that, we're wrapped up for the night, and you guys enjoy your weekend.
Thanks.
All right, y'all do the same. Thank you.